What if the pavement was your bed and the sky your ceiling? Imagine for a moment the stark reality of life on the streets, a life where the barest of necessities are luxuries, and safety, warmth, and comfort are elusive dreams. We're stepping into a world that exists parallel to our own, yet remains largely unseen and untouched by many, the world of homelessness. It's a global issue, one that defies borders, cultures, and socio-economic statuses. From the bustling streets of New York to the quiet lanes of rural India, the icy sidewalks of Moscow to the sun-baked pavements of Sydney, homelessness is a reality. But what does it mean to be homeless? It means more than just not having a roof over your head. It's a life of constant uncertainty, of vulnerability, of struggle. It's about living on the edges of society, invisible to many, yet bearing the brunt of its harshest realities. Homelessness is closer to us than we might think. It's not just the people we see huddled under bridges or in park benches, it's also the person who recently lost their job and is living out of their car. It's the single mother who's been evicted and is staying at a friend's place until she can get back on her feet. It's the teenager who's run away from an abusive home and is sleeping in an abandoned building. Many people are just a paycheck away from homelessness. It's a sobering fact that underscores the fragility of our circumstances. We live in a world where economic downturns, health crises, or personal tragedies can push anyone into homelessness. But those who live on the streets are more than just statistics or faceless figures. They're individuals with stories, dreams, and aspirations just like the rest of us. They're survivors, navigating life's toughest challenges with resilience and courage. Let us delve into the lives of those who have experienced the harsh reality of homelessness. As we peel back the layers of this unseen world, we'll gain a deeper understanding of what it means to live on the streets, and perhaps find ways to make a difference. Listen to the voices that often go unheard. We're about to delve into the world of those who've experienced homelessness firsthand. Their stories are as diverse as their faces, their lives a tapestry woven with threads of resilience, hardship, and a fierce determination to survive. First, let's meet John. Once a successful businessman, John's world crumbled when a sudden illness left him unable to work. His savings dwindled, and before he knew it, the streets became his home. But John didn't give up. He fought every day, and his spirit remained unbroken. Next, we hear from Maria, a single mother of two. Maria was forced to make the impossible choice between paying rent and feeding her children. With nowhere to go, her family found shelter in a car, living there for months. Maria's story is one of struggle, yet it also speaks volumes about a mother's love and the lengths she'll go to protect her children. Then there's Alex, a war veteran who returned home only to find that his battles hadn't ended. He grappled with PTSD, and as he struggled to readjust to civilian life, he found himself without a roof over his head. Alex's story is a sobering reminder of the unseen battles many veterans face. We also meet Emily, once a bright student with dreams of becoming a doctor. A series of unfortunate events and a dysfunctional family led her onto the streets at a tender age of 16. Emily's story is heart-rending, but it also sheds light on the grit and determination that kept her going. Each of these individuals has a story to tell, a unique journey that led them to the streets. They've faced obstacles and hardships that many of us can't even begin to imagine. Their experiences are a testament to human resilience in the face of adversity. Their stories are a stark reminder of how quickly life can change, and they underscore the urgent need for understanding, compassion, and action to combat homelessness. The streets, a place of survival for some, a home for others. Let's delve deeper into the daily challenges of life on the streets. The harsh reality is that every day is a battle for survival, a quest for the basics that many of us take for granted. Imagine waking up each morning not in the comfort of a bed, but on a hard, cold pavement, your first thought being, where will my next meal come from? Food, a basic necessity, becomes a luxury. Some rely on the generosity of strangers, others rummage through trash cans or wait in long lines at soup kitchens. Then, there's the issue of shelter. Being without a home doesn't just mean lacking a roof over your head. It also means lacking a safe space, a place to rest, to rejuvenate. Many find refuge in public parks, under bridges, or in makeshift tents. But these are hardly safe havens. The constant threat of eviction, harassment, and violence is a grim reality. Weather, too, is a relentless foe. In summer, the heat can be brutal, with no respite from the blazing sun. In winter, the cold is bone-chilling, with no warmth of a heater or a hot cup of cocoa. Rain and snow bring their own set of challenges, turning the streets into a wet, slippery battlefield. Personal safety is another major concern. The streets can be dangerous, especially at night. Theft, assault, and other forms of violence are not uncommon. And for those with health issues, access to medical care is often out of reach. A simple cold can turn into a serious ailment, a minor injury into a life-threatening condition. Then there's the emotional toll. The isolation, the stigma, the constant fear and uncertainty. It's a heavy burden to bear. The streets can be a lonely place where hope is as elusive as a warm meal or a safe place to sleep. The struggle for survival is a daily battle, one that many of us cannot begin to imagine. What happens after the streets? The aftermath of living on the streets is a chapter often left untold. Yet, it is a narrative that deserves our attention. The long-term effects of homelessness are profound, affecting every aspect of life from employment to housing, physical health, and mental well-being. Finding employment after experiencing homelessness can feel like an uphill battle. The lack of a stable address, gaps in work history, and the stigma associated with homelessness can make securing a job incredibly challenging. This creates a vicious cycle as employment is often the key to breaking free from the grip of homelessness. Housing too becomes a struggle. Even when one manages to secure a job, the lingering effects of homelessness often make it difficult to find stable, affordable housing. The high cost of rent, the requirement of a security deposit, or even a lack of rental history can become insurmountable barriers. But perhaps the most profound impact is on mental and physical health. The harsh realities of life on the streets can lead to chronic health conditions, mental health disorders, and an overall decline in well-being. The stress of living in constant uncertainty, the lack of access to healthcare, and the physical toll of exposure to the elements all contribute to a diminished quality of life. Despite these challenges, there are stories of resilience and hope. Individuals who have escaped homelessness share their experiences, shedding light on their struggles but also their victories. They are a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. Their stories inspire us, reminding us that while the road to recovery may be long and fraught with obstacles, it is a journey that can lead to a better future. The scars of homelessness run deep, altering the course of lives in ways that are difficult to imagine. Yet these experiences also have the potential to foster strength, resilience, and a determination to create a better future. The scars of homelessness run deep, but there is always hope for a better future. Can you make a difference in the fight against homelessness? Life on the streets is a harsh reality that many face, but it's not a reality they have to face alone. Each one of us has the power to make a significant difference. But how, you may ask? There are numerous ways to lend your support and contribute to this cause. Volunteering is one of the most direct ways you can help. There are countless organizations and programs that need volunteers to aid in their mission of supporting the homeless. From serving hot meals, distributing blankets, or simply lending an ear, your time and service can have a profound impact on someone's life. Donating to local shelters or organizations is another powerful way to help. These places rely heavily on donations to keep their doors open and provide vital services. Even the smallest contribution can go a long way. A few blankets, canned food, or a monetary donation can make a world of difference. But sometimes making a difference goes beyond physical contributions. Advocating for policy changes is another crucial way to combat homelessness. This could mean raising awareness about the issue, lobbying for affordable housing, or supporting legislation that provides more resources for the homeless. Your voice can be a powerful tool in sparking change. Yet perhaps the most important thing we can do is to show compassion and understanding. Homelessness is often misunderstood, stigmatized, and overlooked. By treating those experiencing homelessness with kindness and respect, we can help break down these barriers and create a more inclusive society. Each one of these actions, big or small, contributes to a larger effort of eradicating homelessness. It's a collective effort, and every bit of help counts. Remember, small acts of kindness can create ripples of change. Your help could be the difference between the streets and a home for someone in need. Together we can make a difference.